Maybe I should start like preparing for my videos a little better because I don't really know how to start this. So I've made a lot of changes to the player's code, and now it runs using something called a finite state machine. Hold on, a state machine? Dude, I thought I told the government to stay out of my stuff. Anyways, basically what it does is just the player's state is just a number, and depending on what that number is, it runs different code. So it doesn't run all of the player's code all the time. It only runs like certain code depending on what state the player's in. And I'm using this to make like the player frame data. Like this is the normal attack. A bunch of different attacks use it. I figured I don't need to make a different function for each attack state if the attack states are like very similar, like cut or chop or bash, they all basically do the same thing. So I just made one function that works for all three of them. And the player has some like placeholder animations for like the attack. It's just so I can like see a change in the sprite, so I can kind of tell what's going on in game. I don't know if I really like how I coded it, but like I've had to figure this out all myself. There are no like tutorials or examples I could go off of, so like at least that I could find. But it's it kind of feels a little clunky. Like I don't think. Yeah, I feel like it could totally be better. But you know, I've already done all this. I mean, if I find a better way of doing it, I'm gonna go back and change all this. But like, it's just gonna be annoying to have to do that. Oh shoot, my food's ready. It's cooling off. Anyways, a few new things. I've changed how like the weapon this thing works. It now uses a constructor to add each of the attacks. It holds different data. Like it doesn't hold the like it only has the name, attack cooldown, player state description, and charge description. It doesn't hold damage. It doesn't like keep track of the damage anymore. That's now in the hitboxes array. What a constructor is, it's basically just like a template for a struct. It basically just makes it easier to, like, I could have just made a struct like this with all the labels and everything. I probably should have done that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know why I did this. It doesn't really make much of a difference. But you know, I did it, and I'm not gonna change it back because that's kind of a waste of time. So I've added some descriptions for each like technique, and I've also added charge descriptions because the Combat Handbook Volume 2 is getting a rework. Instead of just increasing damage by like charging your attack, it gives like different unique like effects for each weapon and each attack. So like the sword, when you charge a sword attack, it gives like combo extenders, kind of like it just has more attacks. Like so there are 3 charge levels. If you just tap it, it'll just do a regular attack. But if you hold it, it'll charge up to like level 3. And like say for the cut attack, if you charge up one level to a level 2 charge, it'll add an extra hit, so you'll just attack twice, and level 3 attacks like 3 times. I haven't quite decided what I want to do for each attack yet. I'm still working on it, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot more interesting than just simply increasing the stats of the attack or making it bigger like it was in Gladius Classic. If you watched the Gladius not Gladius video I put out last week, let's see, I said I was going to add a flail to the game, and I am. It doesn't have anything yet, but I got a few ideas. it's gonna like it's like the armor crush debuff, which is like just reduces their defense, which makes them take more damage. Yeah, I'm still working on it. The hammer is officially the first weapon to have all 4 of its techniques fully implemented in the game. You got bash, smash, crash, and dash. You know what bash does? It just hits the enemy with a hammer. Smash, you jump up and slam the ground with your hammer, creating like a shockwave. Crash, you like swing your hammer up, sending the enemy flying. And dash, you like jump forward and hit them so hard that every enemy around them explodes. It hits like a drunk Doomslayer with a Dread Mace on a Tuesday night. It has a long startup, but it hits hard and has like a lot of AoE. I haven't thought of a riposte attack, but that doesn't really count. So in other news, we actually have some sprites in the game now. I bought this drawing pad and stylus to draw with, because drawing with the mouse sucks. And I'm using this free drawing program called Krita. I decided to start with like the weapon sprites, because those didn't seem like they'd be too hard. I was mostly right about that. Now, as I was doing this, I realized it was going to be a lot harder than I anticipated, because I suck and I don't draw that much. The thing is, I don't really know how to like draw details, so in the end it just kind of looks like a generic sword. I mean, I feel like I did okay for like the first sprites. Obviously I'm going to try and improve it later, but for now it's pretty alright. So the first one I did was the sword. Obviously it's based off of a Gladius sword. Gladius can only ever use a Gladius. It just makes sense. Yeah, you can see here I was having a bit of a trouble with the details. Like I said before, I'm not very good at it. I think those lines, I think I ended up erasing those lines in the end. But yeah, I'm like kind of just like putting it in the game, like occasionally, just like to see how it looks. And then I'm working on it some more. Oh yeah, I had to change like the size of it in the code, like the X scale and the Y scale, because the placeholder sprites for the weapons, like the weapons and stuff, they were 64 by 64, but these are 480 by 480. And if I change if I change like the size in the image editor, then it's gonna look all pixelated and distorted and stuff. So I have to like change the scale in the code. All the weapon sprites are gonna be like 480 by 480, just because it's easier to do it that way. I could kind of give it more detail. So here are the colors. They don't look that good because I kind of just didn't do it that well. Again, it's kind of just solid color because I don't know how to draw details. So yeah, here's the sword. This is not the final sword like sprite, because I went back and like changed a few things a little later. And now we're drawing the axe. I feel like I did pretty good with the axe. You'll see in the end. But like, it's definitely the best of the 3 weapons that I've drew so far. Yeah, you see for the head, like one of the blades is bigger than the other. It's not. The axe is asymmetrical. It's not just like I drew it at a weird angle, so it looks like that. I based it off of the Marauder's axe from Doom Eternal. So I think that looks cool. unlike the sword, the axe has a wood handle, so I had to I drew like the wood texture. I think it looks alright. I don't know what like the handle for the sword is. It's just kind of brown. I don't know what specific material I wanted it to be. I just like colored it that way. I also added some scuff marks to the axe head to just kind of give it some detail, make it look battle worn. All of the weapon sprites have a brown background right now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep like that. I think it looks alright, but I don't know. Maybe I'll change it. I'll see. I went and made like the actual sharp part a little more, like kind of a lot bigger. Then I kind of took a chunk out of the blade because you know how like every axe has like a little chip in it. Okay, so here's the hammer. This one, I'm kind of still not super sure if I like the final design I went with for this one. This one kind of has a metal handle, so it's it's more like straight than the axe. Went and added some details, but again, they're not very good. I ended up redoing those like little gray lines. Trying to figure out what color I wanted it to be. So yeah, I finished drawing the hammer, and then I realized I accidentally drew a Shattering Justice. I don't know. I was thinking of redrawing it, but I don't know, probably not. Maybe I'll keep it. So after I went back and did like a few more edits to him, this is what the sprite looks like now. I added some more shading to some of them. This one I'm pretty proud of. I think it looks pretty good. Then I got the Shattering Justice, the accidental Shattering Justice. So I can show you what they look like in game. So yeah, there it is. Looks pretty good. It looks out of place, but it looks pretty good. There's the sword. And there's the hammer. Apparently everything else just uses a placeholder sprite. maybe once I'm finished with the weapons, I'll do some item sprites. I'm not quite ready to do the Gladius sprite yet because I can't do any animations until the design is fully finalized. Because if I change one little thing, and I have to change it for every single animation, so I'll reveal that when the time comes. But for now, I'm just gonna do the smaller stuff.